I got 75.
Yeah, so you get 75 karma, and All Star
Um, I'll
gets.
I'll save 35 and put 45 in the thing.
Okay, you'll save 30 and put 45. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right. And All
Hold on.
Star, what's your karma layout?
You put 45 in, right?
Yes. No, 30.
30.
Wait, wait.
Oh, okay.
No, hold on a sec. I put 30 saved. I put 45 in the pool. Yeah.
Right. All right. All right. So I spent my 150, so I need to erase that, right?
Yeah, and you can put in a new advancement fund item.
Got it. All right. He put in 45. I'll go 30-30 again. So that's 75 total in the pool, and I'm saving 30.
All right, cool. So we'll begin. You guys are in the warehouse, and most of the night has passed, and it's early hours of the morning. Let's see, I don't know, maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. And you guys finally hear the boat coming in. It's like the only boat noise you've heard all night, since this is pretty much a dock that's not in use. Like, this warehouse was supposed to be unoccupied, and these dock facilities, dormant. So whoever's coming in here, that's why they drew attention from the security guard gym next door. Like, yeah, it's known that nobody's supposed to be here. So how are you guys prepared for this? I wasn't certain from last time how you guys specified. Would you guys be hidden or would you guys be disguised?
I think we were going to go disguised. Then we got some inkling that if we went disguised, that it wasn't going to work. So I believe we just acquiesced and said we were just going to hide and wait for whoever showed up.
All right.
Is that right, Mike?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So
So you don't remember either. Okay.
No.
yeah. So there's like a supervisor's office, kind of those container office kind of deals in the corner here that you guys can be inside of, and nobody coming through the doorway will have immediate line of sight to you guys as yet. So assuming you guys are in there, the boat pulls up. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, GM info for the.
Right. We were going to hide because we were going to sneak into the no, we weren't. Our plan was to hide and then snatch the boy as soon as any of the guards were away from them. So we were actually setting up the people who we captured so that they would definitely try to go and check out where they were. While they were checking out our prisoners, we were going to hop on the boat and grab the boy. That's what we were going to do.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the boat comes in and it pulls up to the dock and the gangway is lowered down and guys come off of the boat. Let me just put everybody on to. Does it allow me to do this? No thanks. Wait. wrong icon. Select move. No, it doesn't. Alright, so give me 1 second. I have to drop some stuff onto the map. And I also have to drop this needs to be here, and I prepared an icon earlier which is there. Alright, so these guys come in and its form looks map, objects and tokens, select move. Right. So these guys come in, these guys come in, and they're holding like two chests. It's like two sea chests with like one pair is holding a sea chest, the other pair is holding like a little cart, and you can see it's like mineral rocks. Give me an intuition if you guys are interested.
Nope, we were only interested in getting to that boat and getting the boy. Did they walk in well enough to give us a chance to do that?
Well, everything that is on the boat is going to come off of the boat. So like that's what was kinda I was trying to get across to you guys, that the boat offloads here, so nothing remains on the boat. So like a part of that is that the people on the boat also offload here. So behind these guys will be one, you'll see the boy being led in.
Okay, so how are they? What is their marching order? Guards and boy.
Objects and tokens. The marching order is what you see there.
And the boy is the blue thing?
Yeah. Oh wait, different icon, but yeah, that's where he is. Let me just put the correct icon. Alright, so the boy is being led in by this guy. And these
Just
two guys
boy.
bring the sea chest in, and they set it on the platform. These two guys push the little cart, set it on the platform, and they are looking around and complaining that the quote-unquote day shift is not here. Alright, and this guy comes in here. And you can see him pushing the kid towards the center square there.
So they haven't noticed. They don't care that the people who we left kind of tied up in the open area or left tied up in the open area.
Did you leave them? I thought you sent them
No,
somewhere.
no, no. We left them so that they would see them. That
Alright.
was what was supposed to give us our chance to try to sneak up on them.
Alright, so where did you leave them? Here?
Yeah, I mean, I know we hid in the bushes or whatever, or behind the barrels. But yeah, we left them tied up there where they were in obvious sight.
Okay, so some things are gonna happen because of that. Yeah, you guys have to move your tokens. Alright. So that's still inside the building, by the way. So if you guys want to be in the office, it's up in the corner here. But alright, either way. So these guys once they put the chest down on the thing in the center, they're going to run over. And depending on how close you are, you would hear them yelling out in surprise and arguing. These guys, let me think. They would probably be conscious by now. So they would be able to tell the rest of them that they got beaten up. They don't know where you guys are at the moment. Their leader comes over. Their leader is Shocker. He comes over and starts yelling at them as well. What happened? Who got in here? That sort of thing. So the other two, they push the cart onto the thing, and you can see them on your radio contacting someone, and the platform begins to descend. And when the platform descends, you see GM info layer token.
So just the kid is left on the platform?
Yeah, the kid was stored here during the day.
And Dr. Octopus is also on the platform?
Yeah,
Going down.
the platform descends, and Dr. Octopus comes in onto the platform and uses his arms to come up through the opening. And this is kind of it's like a dramatic reveal. What you guys will see is that what Doc Ock has been doing, he has been using the material from the meteor to recreate and augment his arms. So where his arms were like normal steel before, you'll see like it has bits of like crystal near the joints where he's been using them for piezoelectric effect and things like that. So he has new arms now. Considering that his arms were broken all this time, you can pretty fairly deduce that this was the purpose of all this. That this whole operation was for him to rebuild those arms. Right, and so he and Shaka are going to begin arguing. And Shaka is going to be telling him, well, someone's been sniffing around here. Yeah, the platform is open.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not locked anymore because it's Doc Ock who controls that, and he dropped it and he climbed out. You know,
Okay,
he's
so
finally
that
got this
means-
thing fixed, and he's using it to move about and crawl around and that kind of thing.
So as far as I know, the kid is still at the bottom of the platform.
Yeah, he's down there.
Okay. So do we want to start now? I can get the kid, but you have to distract everybody.
Yeah. Well, you only live once. I was hoping to distract the guards and Shocker maybe to be able to get the kid before he went down the platform, but
Just need to get out there and do a little dance and dodge your ass off, and I can super speed down and then grapple back up and run him out.
alright, let's see if it works. This hasn't worked yet, but it has to work.
That's right.
No. I mean, I got the talent to do this. It's just, I haven't rolled it right yet. Every time we plan this,
Yeah.
I think the plan is good. It just never works.
It's true. It's bound to work sometime. We can't change it up now.
Nope. I mean, this plan makes sense. It makes sense.
So Octopus and Shaka are arguing. Like Shaka is angry. Like Shaka is telling Doc Octopus, like, you think that fat bastard sent his people over here? Do you think they found us? And Doc Octopus is going to be like flexing his arms and looking at his arms and says, it doesn't matter now. I've got what I came here for. The next part of our plan was going to be moving on.
I'm gonna ask Quicks if I can borrow a glue grenade
Mhm.
or whatever it is he uses to shoot his glue.
I also have a knockout gas grenade. I was thinking about dropping down the thing and knocking everybody out, but I didn't react in time.
All right. I'll try either one.
Could have both.
All right. So what? So I guess I'll use my agility to throw that. No, first thing I'm going to do is try to flashy light power, and then I'm going to try to throw a glue grenade. Wow.
And I'm running as fast
All right, so
as possible.
we're going to go into combat then.
Can I get into position over here first? Like, is this a wall?
That is a fence,
Like-
not a fence. Sorry,
Does it
a
block the line
shelving
of
unit.
sight? Like, can I get over here before we start?
Yeah, it's gonna start when you guys actually attack. So that's what
Right.
we were going to roll for initiative for.
Okay, so it's a good thing we have to roll initiative first, Mike.
Yeah. So
Well, no,
your
I
fighting
have to
feat
roll
gives
to see what
you.
my attacks. That means I do get 2 attacks, so I can flashy light
Yeah.
and I can blue ball.
Good.
All right. Let me pull up these guys. I want to check. Just let me check the initiative modifier, so I can be sure what he'll be rolling at. Here he is. Excellent. Which is that's the thing about this game. Like every piece of data you have to pull up, you have to go through like 3 different steps. It's 20. His modifier will therefore be crap. Alright. Good. So it's not that bad. Here's a modifier of 1. Doc. Alright, they have their things planned. So it's once you guys roll higher, which you have done, you guys get to go first. So All-Star gets to go first. The question is, this guy does his thing. Right, so as part of the pre-action round, if any of them decide to change their mind and defend one of your actions, either by blocking or dodging or so on, they get to do that now. So 4 of them will not do that. Only 2 of them will they'll change their mind, so that's -1 CS. And
Now I agree with that overall in combat, Darren, but they don't. I mean, they might think we're here, but shouldn't it still be around where we would be able to get to do our move and then they would choose what they're doing? Or are you saying that they believe there's somebody here, so they're already on guard and we're too late for the surprise?
Yeah, you guys left the guys there who told them that they were attacked. And that's why Dr. Octopus came out in the first place instead of the normal just drop stuff off and leave. So by the guys being here, they are on alert.
That's okay. It makes it easier for us, so we don't have to go digging for them.
Yeah. So because I thought
Right.
you had like stashed those guys somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't remember. Let's just do it.
Alright, so they are Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do anything either. Yeah, because this game doesn't have a defend move really. All right, so you will get to go ahead and do your flash.
Use some karma for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go use the karma. Bump that up to a 48.
Sure, no problem. So they have to roll for stun, right?
Correct. And while they're doing that, I'm going to do another agility shot with the gas thingy. What's if I hit this, Mike? What is the DC, whatever rank of the glue?
Remarkable.
Remarkable. Okay,
Yep.
but I just rolled a hit first, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nice.
That's some glue, baby.
You killed him with it.
Is it possible to kill people with glue? I mean,
If it went right down his mouth, you know.
But I wasn't actually targeting anybody with it. I was just shooting it in the middle, right?
Yeah, that's a thing. What did you roll? Shooting? No, you were supposed to roll
into the middle of all of them while they were after I light flashed them.
You roll shooting. What you probably should have done is roll thrown blunt.
Okay.
Either way, it's a stun.
Yeah. 97 universal T-bow. Thrown blunt is a red result is that they have to roll for a stun. Well, they're rolling for a stun. I think you can pretty much, since you're trying to grapple them, stick them to the floor, basically.
Yeah, so I believe that they should be going against the strength of a glue. Mike said that strength is remarkable, I think. So they should be going their strength against remarkable as far as just being glued. So this is more like a hold than it is a stun. The stun was the flashing lights. This is a grappling or wrestling hold.
All right. Escaping. Hold. Alright, so it's grappling. It should have been a roll then. Alright, but it would still be a red result, so let's see.
It's a red result, so it would hit. They have to roll strength, I believe, in order to break out of it, just like in D&D.
Yeah, they have to roll escaping. So first, let me deal with the flash. So it's battle feat. Stun. Endurance is excellent. Smith.
Hey.
So for the flash, they're looking to beat a green.
They did not.
Well, one didn't.
Oh, you're rolling for each one?
Yeah. You kind of have to. So this is... I'll use a yellow. No, that doesn't show up. Let's do green. Alright, and this guy... Stun. Submit. This guy's stunned. Chopper is stunned. Excellent. He's stunned. This guy.
God damn. Everyone was looking directly at his fucking hand. Dr. Octopus even raised those little sunglasses that he wears.
Getting hit with a flashy thing, then getting glued. Dr. Octopus basically thinks this is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But one merc. 2 mercs.
Alright, and where were you putting the glue?
I don't really know what the radius of it is.
No, for his thing's radius wasn't that big. Because normally you'd get
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. Technically, it can't be less than a round or an area, right? But I mean, I don't know if you can put that in an area. And plus, they're just little grenades or whatever, so. I mean, I don't know, to be honest with you. Because really, they're only good for one person.
yeah, that's what they are.
But I mean, if I cranked it up a little, it might be better. Took off the safety fucking features of it.
If you want to do 2 adjacent people, it would be a -1 CS to its strength. Or you can hold one person at its full strength.
Well, I'm going to do it on Doc Ock and the Shocker then.
Alright. So they are... Oops, wrong button. Cancel. They are... Yes. That one. And... that one. Alright, and quick fix, what do you want to do?
I am going to run down here, toss a couple, 3 smoke grenades just to, keep it from being able to be tracked. Keep me from being able to be tracked. And I'm going to go down the fucking chute. I'm going to grab the kid and I'm going to grappling hook myself out of it, shooting up through the smoke like some sort of third-rate Batman, and then I'm going to run him out and put him over here in the bushes.
Alright.
Snatch and grab.
At least I'm going to do as much of that as I can.
1 second. This can either be grabbing or it can be...
Well, the kid's willing, right?
It's if he's capable of doing it. if he's capable of carrying the kid up, because there's
So I
no
was saying,
stairs.
he's willing, right?
I mean, there has to be a roll here, so he has to roll something, you know.
It would have to be a strength check to see if I could keep my grip.
Right, that's grabbing. Yeah, so you'd have to do a grabbing for that.
Right? Something
Yeah, but I
simple.
was saying though, with the kid being willing, that means that all he has to do is successfully grab. If the kid's willing, he doesn't have to contest being grabbed, right?
No. It's not. It's not about the grabbing. It's about the keeping hold. I think.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a fine line, and I think it probably
what role
still
would you
falls
do,
under
Onyx? Because
grabbing.
like there has to be a role here. That's all he wants to do, you know.
Yeah, I'm not asking for no role. I'm just asking that does the kid have to oppose the role if he's willing?
I never said
Obviously,
he
he
did.
still needs to pass the strength.
I never said he did. This was about quick fixes rule.
It's not.
Yeah, nobody ever argued that Quick Fix had the role.
Alright, so he rolls a grab.
Kid had the role.
I have to roll a what?
A grab.
Which is just a straight strength.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
82. Yeah. So you do get hold of him, and your equipment holds. Your grappling hook can handle the weight of you guys. You do find purchase in the middle of the smoke. All of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I get him and I try to hide him somewhere, like somewhere outside in the bushes or something. But I really don't like him being there. Can he go underwater? Is he like?
No, actually, I'm going to say to you, no, keep going. And I'm going to start running behind you. See if we can get to our vehicle and get the fuck out of here before these guys start fighting.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's do that. Where's the vehicle at? Do we have a boat?
We had a boat, yeah. I don't know if we have a car. I don't remember that far back.
We have a van. I just don't know if we brought it with us or not.
Well, we certainly didn't get to the docks on a boat, so we had to bring the van somewhere.
That's
So
true.
we'll let Darren decide where the van is and see if we can run our asses over there before we get shot.
I can. I don't think.
We'll see if I can run my ass over there before I get shot.
That,
Anyway, I want you to keep going. Get the
that,
kid to
that
Yeah.
would depend on the initiative for the next round.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So, am I outside with the kid though?
You would have gotten him up to ground level. In terms of you guys escaping, you guys would just need to do an initiative thing to see if they get to like do anything first.
Okay.
All right, so we're running.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the kid in tow. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So you guys are able to get. Yeah, you guys are able to get out, and once you get out of the building, it's not really a big deal to find the van because they can't really keep you.
All right, let's chuck them in the back of the van and get out of here. I still don't like leaving them there. I think we should go back and kick their ass.
The problem is. Anyway, I'll let you guys go on ahead because this might help, so to speak. I think you guys have control over the icon. You can keep it with you.
All right, so while Quicks and I are running to the van, Quicks is
I don't
saying he
have
wants to
control
go and kick their ass. So I asked him, Quicks, dude, you think we can take on? You think we're ready to take on Doc Ock and Shocker right now, plus those 4 goons with the AKs? Slade's not even barely responding. It'd just be you and me against 2 of the baddest villains in New York. You ready for that?
Yeah. I mean, you put it that way, I guess we can go, but it doesn't feel right. I don't have control over that icon. Don't do
Look,
that.
I mean, I hear you, man. I do, but I feel like number one is getting this kid back to his parents. They've been missing him. We know where these guys are. I don't know if they saw our faces. We can get them. I mean, yeah, Doc Ock's loose. I don't know. I could make some phone calls. Maybe something gets to the Avengers. Maybe not. But unless you think we can turn around and beat them, I say at least have one victory and get this kid to safety.
Okay. There is something that I've been trying to work on, to get a little more powerful, a little more versatility. Something I've been working on in the lab, but it's going to take me a little bit. So should we, like, how long do we want to wait for? Do we want to, like, wait until I get this thing figured out? It lets me manipulate magnetism. It's going to take a little bit.
You try to manipulate magnetism? Man, I don't know how that's going to work. If you can get
it's
it going,
great.
beautiful. But that puts us in a whole different league, right?
Well, it kind of depends on how powerful I can get it to work. I'm not exactly sure how. It's in the theory process right now. I'll have to hammer out some numbers, but yeah, I'm going to try to get better at my fighting, and then I'm going to work on creating this thing that lets me manipulate magnetism.
All right. I would like to try a power stunt, and this sounds like a terrible fucking idea, but it's about time I tried one.
Can we get away from the front door of where all the villains are?
Oh yeah. We're running towards the van. We're like in the van with the kid in the back of the van now. We're driving, and now I would like to try a power stunt. I would like. Oh god, this is gonna go terrible. I would like to
going to be like
create.
some sort of thing where you end up molesting this kid, is it? Because I don't want a power stunt for you to be kid molestation in the back of my van.
Nobody does molest anybody here but you, Quicks.
Okay. I just
All
wanted
right.
to make sure that we had defined rules of who we are.
Exactly. All I'm going to do is see if I can make an illusion of our van going the other direction.
Okay.
Do any of you guys want to do an intuition?
Sure.
Yes.
I don't see shit.
Me neither.
Wow. Well, they're not following you.
All right.
Okay. Whew. Get
All
away.
right. So the power stunt for light is for the what do you call for creating an illusion is -3 CS from my excellent, right?
One second. Let me just pull it. Let me just check it for you. I think it should be about that. Here we go.
It's right there.
Light manipulation.
I put it in the chat there. You don't have to look it up.
No, it's just I'm looking at it on your sheet. Create illusions at -3 CS. Illusions of no oral or tactile components. Alright.
So basically, it doesn't make any sounds. It doesn't feel like a van. I can't hit anybody with it. But if they were coming out, they would see in the distance vans going in different directions. That's if this even works, because -3 CS is not good.
And not only that, if it's a power stunt you're developing, you have to get a red result.
And I'll be rolling at poor. Oh,
That's
God.
alright.
I don't know if I'm ever going to learn this one.
Listed here under power stunts in progress, right? Same as for both of you for all your power stunts. Make sure it's listed on the sheet so we can track it.
Yeah. Is it just one at a time?
No, you can develop multiple power stance.
Okay.
All right, so the stunt rank is what? Poor, or I don't have a stunt rank until I try to roll it.
It's minus 3 CS to your light manipulation.
So that's what I
So
write in stunt rank is minus 3 CS.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's 4.
Oh, okay.
Anticipation is killing me.
All right. Somehow, well, I already rolled one red on a on a thing today. But wait, so I have to roll at poor, or so I have to roll at poor and get a
Mm-hmm.
red.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm never gonna learn this.
That's a bad attitude.
You're right. That is a bad attitude. All right. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good roll.
You gotta get 100 for a red.
Jesus.
Well, I gotta get 100 on the fucking nose. Damn. That's okay. Light manipulation is the next thing I'm working on. So when I get that up to like a remarkable, instead of rolling at poor, I'll be rolling, like at good
Yeah.
or something or typical, I think.
Yeah.
So it'll be in the realm of possibility. So I stick out my hands. I try to make a van.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I just make a big glob and it just kind of rolls hopelessly um, down the road. I did good enough to make a wheel. I didn't do good enough to make 4 wheels.
Just
Yeah.
one
It's
giant wheel.
yeah. It like light goes out. It's nothing to say. Like you can tell it's a van. It's just basically like a flash of light. You guys can tell from it's not that you lost them. It's that they did not pursue you.
That's what's going the opposite way. Old timey guy on a motorcycle. Or on a unicycle. One of those big twisty mustaches.
A penny farthing.
Sounds good.
They're not fooled at all.
All right. So, do you guys go back to Quick Fix's place, or do you guys go somewhere else, or what's the?
I think. I mean, I think we should probably take him to the police.
Yeah, I definitely think we should take the kid to the police station. I'm not ready to take him to our headquarters because then we're kidnapping him.
All right, cool. So you guys go in, and I will I'll have to pull up like an NPC, a new NPC.
You take it from here, Mike. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
That's cool. I'm going to get some water anyway.
All right, cool.
I am back.
I'm trying to figure out where would be a good place for the police station.
Okay, I'm back.
And I forget, do I have to burn 10 karma to make a power stunt?
No, I don't remember anything like that. I don't
So can I
think
make
so.
power stunt attempts indefinitely, or do they have to be during battle?
They have to be. I mean, for the sake of. I mean, for the sake of not gaming the system, I mean, I wouldn't just allow you to roll 10 times in a row until you get 10 to just keep rolling. I mean, that's not good playing, man.
Right.
So, all right, I
I
think
thought we had agreed on once a day, or
yeah,
like once a session.
I think probably like per session, I would let you try it once out of combat and once in combat.
Okay, because I really only wanted to try it one more time for what I want to talk to Quicks about after we drop the kid off at the station. And if we don't end up doing that, then it wouldn't even matter. I would only try it the one time, but I already tried it. But I want to see how this police thing plays out first before I even worry about that.
All right. So let's say the police station is here. Large precinct.
Damn, you are selecting some oddballs to be your NPCs.
Yeah, I kind of like keeping that theme going. Except for Yoko. Yoko was one I worked on. I like her.
So, you guys coming in with that kid, huh? So let me tell you something. I got two oddballs coming in tight pants, bringing in a kid in a swimsuit. What am I supposed to think?
Alright, so Yoko is in the university building. Mike, is this your apartment up on top here? Okay.
I don't think we're on the same map. Where's my apartment?
I was asking.
That's what I mean. It's not on the map with the docks, is it? I
No.
think it's on the bigger map. Well, I'm still on the map with the docks.
Oh, shoot. My bad. I thought you guys were here.
Yeah, it's right up there on the top, beside the dirt.
Alright, cool. Right, so I figured we could probably use that as the police station.
5 and dime.
Unless you have a better suggestion.
No, that's good. 5 and dime's good.
Alright, if you want it to be further away, let's put it down on the lower right hand corner. Alright, so it'll be over here. you guys have your tokens, you can probably go on over there and drop him off. Slave's not here.
We don't have control of the kid.
Alright, so you guys go in, the receptionist, you let the receptionist know what you're there for. The receptionist does bring out the detective in charge of the case. And basic, standard procedure. It's checks to make sure that this is the actual kid. It just takes like a basic description of what happened from you guys. How do you guys describe or explain how you have him?
Okay, officer. We got a tip that the child who was kidnapped during that attempted art theft about a day or two ago. Our tip led us to believe that somebody was taking dives over in a Hudson Bay. So we staked the place out. We found a boat and a warehouse that was supposed to be empty. From that point, we saw that they were using this child who's capable of diving underwater for long periods of time to try to grab pieces of a meteorite from the Hudson River. Unfortunately, we found out that amongst the kidnappers' numbers were some highly paid mercenaries. In addition to that, the Shocker and Dr. Octopus. Even more unfortunate, Dr. Octopus has all 4 of his arms back. It would appear that they were able to use shards of a meteor to repair the arms. I don't know if they plan on using the kid to dive anymore or not after that. I don't know if they're already done with his arms, but we just figured the best bet was to get the kid and to get him back. We did not attempt to apprehend Dr. Octopus or the Shocker.
Well, he does congratulate you. You two, your popularity is gonna go up with this guy. I suppose you could say with the police in general, 1 rank.
Right?
Unless you do that, then it'll cancel out.
Unless I succeed.
Either or, but that's the risk you're gonna take.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Popularity is good. Yeah, what the fuck?
You just make a note that it's the next rank up for police, because these changes in popularity, they're not permanent. They usually last about a week.
Okay.
Usually, I'll probably let it stay in place unless something drastic happens, like you trying to electrocute yourself in the precinct. It's
Okay, so I have to roll power rank.
Yeah, and you have to get a red result. Does it have any instructions for developing the power stunt?
No, it just says healing damage through absorption of electricity up to power rank amount. Right? It doesn't really say how to get a power rank or how to get the power stunt.
Acting as a conductor with universal.
Are you trying this right in the middle of a police station, Mike?
Yep.
Sorry, I have to say, Quicks, are you sure you want to try that?
You're talking.
Here,
I'm doing
right
this
now?
on the DL. You're talking to the guy, and I'm doing this on the DL.
Oh, okay. So I have no idea what you're doing. Got it.
No.
You can go ahead and make your rule for it. Let's see what
Okay. The roll is excellent. Six.
Is there a particular alright, how much damage did we say it was last time? 10?
Excellent is 20.
For electrical damage from a common household outlet.
Oh, yeah, I think it was 10, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll mark you 10 damage.
Okay, well, I'm resistant to electricity damage.
Okay. Alright, cool. Well, you're okay. So you don't get a popularity increase. All-Star does. You do get a stern look at the guy. And he's kind of curious because he's wondering if you are all there mentally.
Super speed out of there. Like I wasn't even there. It's just the outline of me in dust, like in the cartoons.
Yeah. So Officer Steven turns to you also and is like, is that a friend of yours?
You know, work together, thin blue lines. Some of our teammates are a little wacko. What you gotta do, what you gotta do. The guy's good in a fight, and we want to save the kid without him.
And he says, well, okay, just keep him away from our outlets.
We're work friends.
Oh yeah. You know how it is. A-kid stuff. Don't worry about it. We'll keep it together.
Alright,
I
so
apologize for any damage, and I give him a gift card from Winning Edge. If there's anything else that not covered, you can always give us a call. And of course, you guys can all use these $10 gift cards for Winning Edge products. Have a good one, boys.
So he says, yeah. So he thanks you for not. He congratulates you on not engaging and on leaving it to the quote unquote professionals. Because you guys could have gotten yourselves hurt. Blah 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 blah. He is curious about the He makes a note about Doc Ock and Shaka. He does kind of let loose under his breath that the police have been trying to track them down ever since that incident where the octopus lost his arms in that fight with Spider-Man. The Meteor, he pulls out another form and just asks you one or two questions on it. Like, what he does warn you about is that the Navy has been in contact with the local Coast Guard and their department to try to get a handle on this black market meteorite material because it could be dangerous. It could have some sort of a disease or microbes in it. And he said he asked you if you have come into contact with any of it. He says, have you handled any of the materials or have you been near to them?
As far as I know, we have not been. So I believe as far as All-Star and Quick Fix are concerned, we have not been near any material, right?
All right.
I mean, we're not lying. I just don't believe we've been near it. If we have and I didn't see it, then so be it. But I'm going to truthfully say I never saw it. I don't think so.
All right. And he asks you, like, well, what about the kid?
The kid was being made to dive and pick up fragments. Chances are he has been in contact.
So he nods and he says, well, all right, thank you for letting us know. We'll be in touch if we need anything, any more information from you. For now, we'll have to get this kid checked out. And like, so he makes a little call on his desk and calls up for someone from the forensics office. And so like those wheels are beginning to turn and so you are free to go. Yeah, he gives you his
All right,
card
Chris,
and
let's
he
talk
says,
to Dan. That's what I'm
yeah,
to talk to you about. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. So he gives you his card and he's like don't worry, we are committed to protecting his neighborhood. Blah 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 blah. If you see anything, or if you see the Doc Octopus or Shocker anywhere, call me first.
Wait, who are we calling?
He asks you to call him first.
Oh, okay. Do they have some type of unit for metahumans?
Not at this point in time, but he was like one of the people working on the case after the fight with Spider-Man and Doc Ock. He was the one of the people seeing about you know taking reports after and seeing to the civilians and that kind of thing.
Yes, sir, officer. I will do just that.
All right, so you are free to go.
Quicks, before we get ready to get to your base, I want to talk to you about something.
Sure.
Look, I'm not the best at tracking things, but what do you think the chances are of us being followed?
Um, I I don't know, really, to be honest with you.
So
I look
here's
behind
my-
me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I look behind me to see if there's anyone there suspiciously.
You look behind
Here's
you in
what
a
I'm thinking.
suspicious manner.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that instead of going straight to the base, we head over across the street from your lab, your garage. I'm gonna try to see if I can create, some light holograms of us. But basically, I just want to stock out over there and see if anybody's got eyes on your apartment, your garage, rather.
Should I go in like normal and you kind of hang out upstairs or whatever?
I don't think so. I think we should both get eyes as far away as possible because I know that Shocker, from what little bit I know about him, I know he does vibrations and stuff. I think he can do some levels of explosion from far away. And those mercs, they definitely look they could lay down some explosives. I wouldn't be shocked if they had your door rigged to explode as soon as you walked in.
Okay, do we want to hang out at the grocery store across the street?
That's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Like I said, I know you were looking forward to being able to get into your garage, your lab, and start working on that new magnet gun.
Yeah.
Now, I do have a lab where you can look at it, but I can't guarantee that nobody's going to be looking over your shoulder.
Well, look, no, I'm not, I appreciate it, but I can wait. It's just in the early research stages at the moment. I think actually, thinking about maybe I don't know how this is going to work. Out of character, you remember those in Fallout, those robots that would fly around and like play the radio?
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah, the iBots.
Yeah. I kind of want to make one of those, but it's got a camera and like a microphone, and it records our adventures, and I'm going to sell it to TV stations and put it on YouTube.
You want to make a drone?
Did you
It's going to
wait?
be more like
Hold
a
on.
robot.
Quicks? You know that whenever we get into fights, are recorded and uploaded, right?
What?
Yeah,
No.
since like day one, I say showtime, then I like upload the fights. How do you think people with Winning Edge know what we're doing?
Oh, I don't
We
know.
talked
I
about
thought
this.
you just told them.
No,
We
we
talked
talked about
about this?
I record the fights. I
Oh,
mean, if you want a thing to record too, like totally have this little iBot thing. I mean, this little pen thing. But if you want a little floating robot to film things, I'm pretty sure we can do that. We could use like one of those little octopus-shaped robots that you have on your door over there.
a what? An octopus-shaped robot?
Yeah. It's about the size of a quarter. You got all sorts of octopus-shaped robots. I was wondering why you have so many around here.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I do.
Well, look, either you got a whole bunch of octopus-shaped robots, or Doctor Octopus sent a whole bunch of oh shit. I'm fucking with you, man. I don't see the octopus-shaped robots.
Okay, good, because I don't see them either, and one of us was going to go crazy. I don't know which one it was going to be. So, all right, let's hang out, and we'll park down the street. I'm sure the van's pretty inconspicuous, and we'll go hang out at the grocery store. I'll look for some food. Nice
Yeah,
burger.
man. Maybe I'm being paranoid, maybe not, but let's just give it a shot, see what happens. All right?
Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Alright, so you can do the power stunt again.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Shit. Come on, let's try it. I was actually gonna, if you don't mind, I was actually gonna hold on to it until somebody actually does try to come in. Well, actually, no. I guess I'm gonna do it now anyway. Damn, this is our whole plan involves me doing something I've never done before. Way to go, All Star.
Boo.
So instead of sending the illusions across the street, you light up neon signs pointing out where the real you guys are standing.
No, that was me. That wasn't him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll that well.
The 10 was for healing.
Oh wait, that wasn't right. I still rolled that at excellent. I need to roll that at 4 to see how truly bad it is.
Oh no,
I
you
just
rolled it at 4. You see, it tells you agility rank, which is your
Oh, I
agility
see it.
rank, is
Yeah.
excellent, and it tells you the actual rank you roll at. That I did it that way to take into account column shifts, so we can see like what column shift you rolled at. So we know that you rolled at 4, which is a column shift of minus 3 CS from excellent. So it's
yeah. That's
at a
a good
glance
idea.
it's easy to check. Yeah, so you kind of attract some attention. It's mostly just like people coming out of the grocery store who recognize you, and there's people asking for autographs and stuff because they saw like flashing lights and thought maybe there's some media event or something happening tonight.
They're talking to who? I'm hiding out in the grocery store.
You guys are together, right?
Yeah. I just had a better idea though. You know what we should do is we should go over and go to the top floor of the hospital and scope it from there.
All right, but you also is gonna have to deal with some people asking for autographs and stuff for this.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
He can be the distraction, and I'll go over here and grapple hook my way up.
All right, up to you guys. Standard agility, I think.
For what?
Try do like a standard agility roll. Right. Well, you don't fall or anything. You don't make it to the roof exactly. You make it to like one of those gargoyles, like midway
Okay.
up, and you're
I
kind of
hang on.
hanging on there.
Yeah, arms around the fucking thing's neck, legs
Yeah.
all hanging down.
Yeah. And your phone rings.
Just some kid in the hat going, "Hey, Mister! Hey, Mister! All Star
Okay.
friend!
I mean,
What's your autograph, All Star friend?"
I'm trying to look around behind me to see how deep far up I am, but I can't see anything. I'm just panicking.
I
Yeah.
said, hey, young man. This name isn't All Stars friend. This name is Quick Fix, and he's the third smartest scientist on this block.
You do. Yeah. So, All Star, you do see someone approaching your garage. We'll get to that in a second. All Star, how do you deal with the people? This it's like a little crowd gathered around you. It's like housewives and stuff. It's late
All right.
at night.
So I'll
No,
say
this
to
is
them, like, okay, guys.
this is morning actually because you guys were. This happened at the warehouse at about 2 a.m. So this is pretty early. So it will have to be like some all night, um, kind of Walmart kind of thing. And so you know the kind of crowd that gathers at that hour. So it's not housewives.
But there are housewives there now.
No, it's like
Oh, okay. All right. No, I just didn't know if that was a clue or not. But if it's just the regular seedy crowd that would be there.
yeah, that's it exactly. It's a regular CD crowd. It's CD. They're grabby. They're you know,
They're all wearing fucking their pajama pants.
yeah, they're wearing some really unusual fashion items, and some of them are really not wearing items and stuff. How do you deal with this?
All right, guys, listen up. Really glad to see all of you. But I also want to, give a message to kids and everything else. You gotta stay in school. So I'm not gonna hold up your time. I want you guys to get back to classes. I know you got a lot of other things to do. So here's what I can do for you. I got to get back to work, but I don't want to leave you guys here empty-handed. So what I have for you here are I have a $25 gift certificate for each and every one of you. And it just so happens that it's good for this store because they've just started serving winning edge products. You can go in there and, of course, purchase yourself a winning edge product, and you can have the winning edge too. So everybody, go ahead, take your coupons, go shop, get your kids back to school, stay in school, and be a winner.
All right. I'm gonna mess with you a little bit here. Your popularity right now is going to be a +1 CS. Um, so go ahead and roll that, and if you roll high, they are still going to be interested in you. It's going to be good publicity, but it is going to be a bit of a delay.
So if I roll high, they'll still be. So if I roll high, they will not leave. Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
No, go ahead. It'll all be good because I'm keeping watch from the hospital. This is just role playing, essentially.
Mm-hmm. The manager comes out, and he's really excited. All his staff are called over. Announcement goes off on the PA system. All stars here, and so on. They want to take a great big picture for the wall. Write a little dedication to the store. Take some pictures with you, and they ask you to take some pictures with fans. Like everybody's lining up. Each of them has like the camera and stuff, and no, it's like hair is not combed. Some of them have not brushed their teeth and stuff, and everybody wants like a picture with you. So it's gonna be a bit of an ordeal there.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm going to go to my communicator. I'm
Yeah.
calling Justine, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if she can get me some more items for people to sign with, because I'm gonna be stuck here.
All right. Justine is going to wake up. No, she's not. She's not the kind of person who sleeps through a phone call, especially that phone. Um. So yeah, she says she'll be down once you explain the situation and so on. She'll head down. Um. She says, sure, sure, I'll be on her way. Just I'll talk to you when I get there. There's some stuff I have to go over with you. So she's on her way. Quick fix. You do see one person approach the front of your garage. You know, they're wearing a coat and because it's early morning, it's cold still. What are your thoughts and what would you like to do?
It's just one person.
It's just one person.
Um, I'll just hang out for a little bit and see what's going to happen. See what he's going to do. I'm close enough that I can get there pretty quick.
Alright, cool. So, person reaches into the coat. She knocks on the door first, and she reaches into her coat and pulls something out. And so you are hanging on to this gargoyle with two hands.
Oh, sorry. No, I kept going up to the top. Like, however I got up there, I looped a leg over the gargoyle and reshot my hook out, but I got into the position I wanted to.
Alright, so your phone rings.
Okay, I check and see who it is.
It's Yoko.
I answer it.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just thinking about you, actually.
She says, "Oh yeah, we had a really late night back at the university campus laboratory. You know how it is. I have to do my own personal stuff on my own time, and there isn't a lot of that left."
Yeah, no, sure, that's cool. What's up?
She says, "Well, I was hoping to stop by and invite you to another meeting. Our group. Did we ever come up with a name for that group? I didn't want to straight up call them Mensa. I wanted to call them something.
We came up with a name, didn't we?
I kind of like the idea of her just calling it the group. I guess it's like shy scientists who don't really go out much and who wouldn't really the thought wouldn't cross their minds to think of a cool name.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so she says,
Yeah, I think the name seems way more All Stars deal.
yeah, so she says, the group of us, we've been, trying to do a lot more to try and work on that information you brought for us, and we think we found something. So it came in pretty late, like just a couple hours ago. So we kind of want to meet and go over it, and we really want you to be there. No, she says, I really want you to be there. We really want you guys to be there. Since you're the ones who brought it in.
Right now? What did you say?
She says that tomorrow night, her group is going to be meeting up to discuss some new information that they just received, that they just discovered, relating to the readout that you guys got from Slee and showed to the professor.
So yeah, no problem. I mean, I'll be there for sure. I can't really say for All Star, but yeah, you can count on me.
And she says, "Okay, cool. Just don't tell anyone else about it. We're not really supposed to be poking into this kind of stuff. But it's
Does anyone else
so
include me and Slay?
No problem.
Slay is still back at that place. He did not come with you guys.
They're just cracking them with wooden baseball bats.
Am I going to end up fighting Ben 2 games in a week, 2 games in a row?
No.
Technically, I didn't fight Ben last time, to be fair.
Yeah, I saw that. Technically, nothing so far has happened. You guys don't see Ben jump out of the shadows now or anything like that. He's just the last place you saw him. He was in the corner where he went to stand there to wait until the boat came in. Same as the rest of you guys. You guys just kind of took a position and waited. And when the boat did come in, you guys responded and he did not. And you saw a strange display on his screen. And so you guys left, and he was still there. They, the enemy, Shaka and Octopus and so on, did not react to Slay. You're not even sure that they know he's there as yet. But since you guys have left, you don't know what became of that situation. Quick Fix has now received from Yoko information that they got some new information, new data regarding the communication between Celeste and Slay. And so she's asking you guys to come to a meeting to where they're going to discuss it and try to figure out what it means.
Sure. Am I still talking to her on the phone?
Yeah.
Also, I'm not 100% sure how operational Slay is. I think he's stuck in a blue screen of death loop or something like that. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. He might not be around.
She says, oh, okay, well, sure, no problem. I guess we'll have to go over this stuff without him. He's kind of our main link here. Since he's shown up, we've got more information on Celeste than we've ever had. So
Sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can be your robot expert. And being the closest human around him and seeing how he operates, I can probably give you some information.
Yeah, and she says, excellent. So, you'll pick me up tomorrow?
Sure will. Did I show you that video I had of me giving him a tune-up?
And she said, oh no, you can probably bring that along. We'll check it
Yeah,
out at the meeting. We've got a projector.
Yeah,
It was in
okay.
the video, by the way.
I'll put it in a presentation. Oh yeah, that was her, right? Okay.
Yeah. So
I'll add music and stuff. It'll be kind of cool.
she says, oh, okay.
Poor All-Star is so far away right now. He can't hear this conversation, or he would have so much to say.
Yeah. So she says, well, okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. And
Okay.
so the person who is outside your house, she puts her hand back in her coat, puts away her phone, and she walks off, going to the corner to get a cab.
Okay. I just watch her go.
By the way, did you take that phone call while you were still holding on to a gargoyle?
No.
I
get up to
asked
the
him
top.
that, but he said he'd climbed up to the roof, and I didn't want to go back and.
Well,
Another
yeah, I
rule
wasn't
and stuff.
gonna. I wasn't gonna fucking just hang there for 15 minutes so you're signing autographs.
I'm just saying, that would have been hilarious to see you hanging on to a gargoyle and trying to take a phone call.
That is
Yeah,
kind of what
yeah.
I was going for, but well, whatever.
Well, yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
did you
funny.
just watch Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels recently or something? Because that's the image I had in my head.
That's it was an idea taken from that movie Yes Man, where he jumps
Right,
off a bridge
okay.
with the bungee cord, and when he's hanging on there, he says he takes a call from his boss, and he's like, no, I'm just hanging around.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that because I had the same kind of movie image in my head.
Yeah.
Either that or Snatch, where we're both like falling to our death and trying to talk to our girlfriend, but obviously she can't hear us because we're falling to our death. All right, let's move.
There was an episode like that in Noragami where the whole episode took place between a guy jumping off the roof, and so normally you'd expect them to like save him. They jumped off with him and asked him like, "What's wrong? Why did he jump off?" And that kind of and he's telling his story while he's falling to his death, and it's like it was fun. So back to you at this grocery store. Nadine does arrive. She comes in her personal car. She's dressed in casual clothes because you did call her. This is probably like 4 in the morning or something.
Hey, Justine, I didn't even know you own regular clothes. I thought you slept in a business suit.
Yeah, it's worse than that. She's wearing a ponytail and like glasses. So she says, well, I guess I'm the one who's not working around the clock tonight. See, you're in fine form.
Yeah, I was trying to move the people along, spread the good name of the company. Looks like I spread it a little too well. Big line, a lot of people wanting to try the product. Yeah.
And so she does have like some promotional material and some coupons and stuff. And one of the things she has is a huge stack of flyers for the Winning Edge Beach event. What was the full name of it? The one you invited Jim to?
I'm sorry, one more time?
The beach event that you invited Jim to.
Oh, yeah, shit. I think we did some type of thing. Oh, yeah. I think we ended up not going with that plan. We were talking about getting a boat and having a whole bunch of bikini girls on it.
Right, but
But I thought we dropped that.
Winning Edge does have an event. That's kind of like the Red Bull.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if we decided that was a thing or not.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Okay. Yeah, that. All right, cool. Right. Boats, bikinis, drinks, fun.
So she does they have a table set up for you to sit down at, and she puts this huge stack of flyers, and she tells you to autograph each and every one, and she tells the crowd, well, each autograph flyer gets them free entry to the beach event, which is, it can be tomorrow. That would be a little tight. Let's see, what day of the week is it? This is Monday. It would have to be Friday. Alright, we'll put it at Friday, but not much is going to happen during the week anyway, so at some point we'll just fast forward to it.
So, Justine, I already saw what they plan on putting me in, some little ass swim trunks. You get roped into that too? They're gonna make you wear a bikini?
And she says, oh, no, PR people are usually behind the scenes. We make sure the spotlight is pointed the right way. And if it's pointed at us, then we haven't done our job properly.
I don't know, Justine. I'm pretty sure none of the girls they can hire can hold a candle to you.
She blushes and she says, really? You think so? I haven't worn one of those in ages. I mean, I'll be there, so maybe I'll pack a suit.
That's my Justine. You go, girl.
Yeah, she says, look, you can probably finish up here. I've already I'll go speak to the manager about if he wants to like pick up a sponsorship package for something. I'll figure something out. He's got to be useful somewhere. And when she says the phrase "got to be useful," you can see that she's tired. She hasn't slept much, and she says, tomorrow when you come into the office, they're going to want to speak to you. There's a couple things they have some questions about.
Oh. Am I like getting called on the carpet? get sent to, talk to Dad.
Um, says, well, what's the name of the manager, the guy you spoke to last time?
Eric Drummond.
Yeah, she says, Drummond is gonna want to speak to you. It's probably about the contracts, and in addition to that, there's been some odd stuff coming back to us, so they need to like clear the air. You'll see tomorrow.
Oh, man. Hey, look, Justine. I just want to apologize for dragging you out of bed. Um, Listen up. And this isn't a proposition, obviously. Just to let you know, before you have to go in, there's this little guy who will occasionally let me rent out like a hotel room so that I can get some sleep. Why don't you just go over there, drop my name, get yourself like 4 hours before you head on in there. Those of you really use some sleep. They're running you pretty ragged. And last check, you don't have super endurance.
She can sleep in my place.
Well, as head of PR, she has a pretty nice apartment. But like she doesn't say that, she's really thankful, and she says, yeah, I'll make sure I have a good night. And she touches your arm and gives you a little squeeze on the bicep, and then she says, well, I'm off. And she heads off to talk to the manager, and then from there she'll head home. So that's pretty much it covered. You do eventually get this crowd seen to. The fires are all gone, and you eventually can leave. So I believe you guys are done with that section. Is there anything else you have planned for right now?
Well, I guess we still need to see whether or not it's safe to go into the garage, since the only person we saw kind of eyeing the place was Yoko, but we still need to see whether it's safe.
Yeah. So well, you guys still have your communicators and stuff. Do you guys, Mike? Do you like what's the conversation?
I was listening to the whole thing. Yeah, I'm in there already.
All right. So do you want to make like a check or anything to see if anything's been?
Well, I figured I was up there for long enough for him to sign autographs and stuff. So if
Yeah.
anybody was going to come by, they would have come by. But yeah, I'll roll on a check.
Sure.
See if they ransack the place. Initiative.
The fact that she didn't tell you that she has better facilities at home is a good sign. Also.
All right.
So nothing's been touched. Everything's pretty much exactly where you left it.
Okay. So can I make a robot like an iBot sort of thing, or like Booster Gold's little buddy, something that flies around and kind of has a personality, but sort of like the internet, where I can ask it questions and it can have answers for me and stores knowledge and shit. Multi-purpose sort of a deal.
Are you preparing for life without Ben, Mike?
No, I just had a thought in my head that it would be cool if I just had like a little robot buddy that followed me around.
Because we have a little robot buddy that follows us around and just goes and accesses the internet.
Yeah, but he's broken.
I'm saying, because he's not going to be broken forever, man.
He's
Is
dead.
that right? I mean, he's our teammate.
Yeah, I know, but this is just like something different.
I'm sorry, I was in character again. I apologize. I don't think you noticed me slip back in the All-Star.
Oh no, I did, but
Give me.
yeah, it'll be like having a dog.
Yeah.
with
Give
no
me
legs.
a reason rule. Just a reason.
Do I get pluses for any of my stuff? Like, is it about building and because of my engineering and
Well, this
I think
isn't
I have
directly related to the build itself, but I think some of that might apply. Let me just take a look at your stuff. Quick fix. Da, 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 da. Engineering. Your engineering would apply.
repair tinkering.
Yeah, that would apply as well.
Okay, so that's +2.
Yeah. This isn't the build directly, so this is just a thing.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Alright, so I don't know if you zeroed in on the description of Doc Ock's arms. Do you know how they used to use quartz crystals? Like how they used to use it in watches and so on. It has certain electrical properties.
Oh, I did not know it had electrical properties now.
Alright, so they use it for a couple of different things. It was kind of pretty good for circuitry. Dr. Octopus's arms had mineral crystals used in their construction that you could see that were from the meteorite. To build something that advanced, one of the components has to be those meteorite crystals.
Okay.
And the only place you really know where to get that is going to be back at the warehouse.
Right. So, I don't know the properties of these crystals, do I? I gotta know what kind of enhancements this will do.
You, from what you can tell, like I'll give you like baseline stuff. They are really they are very conductive. Like they would have they look like they would have superconductive properties. Because the tentacles that Doc Ock came out with were a lot more responsive than his old set.
Okay.
You can see like sparks flying around. They have a higher electrical capacity. Like they could handle really high voltages.
Okay.
And they can resonate really fast. They can go from positive to negative and back again at an extremely high rate.
Okay.
That's what you can infer. I mean, like when you get your hands on one, you can probably do some more tests and so on. And you can also like quantify it. But that's what you can guess from what you saw with Doc Ock's new arms.
Okay. So this would be a good time to say that this would be a perfect time. Jesus Christ. This would be a perfect thing if I had a floating robot that would record things for me. But otherwise, I want to build a tricorder so I can scan stuff.
Well, quick. If you get a floating robot, you're gonna have to name it, and it's gonna have to go with the name Quick Fix.
Well, no, not necessarily. Maybe I'll name it Slay 2.
I'm just saying, you can't get Quick Fix in Blinky, or Quick Fix in Trash Can, or I don't know, man. What goes with Quick Fix?
Trash can?
Yeah, don't name the robot.
We already have a trash can.
You have a sentient trash can?
Yeah, we left him at the warehouse.
You're so mean to him.
He's just a robot. That's why I just call him. Yeah, you're right, though. I am a super dick to him.
if he never comes back because of this whole just a robot thing, just understand you are a dick.
He's in fucking some sort of stupid loop.
Yeah, it's
He just keeps
it's a
seeing
message you
dicks all
guys
the
have never
time.
seen before, and that has come up. The closest thing to it is what you saw when Celeste tried to connect with him the last time.
Is Ben with us, or he's not with us?
Nah, he didn't come with us. Literally, the exact same thing that happened in your game happened this time. We started moving, Ben went to a corner, and he kind of stayed over there. So literally, the exact same thing happened.
That's right. When I make my robot, my floaty robot, I want him to be like a crow, but he can still kind of hover.
Well, all that is good, but in order to make it, you will need. The requirement is those crystals. Those will be a requirement that you
okay.
can't make it without.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got you. Funny robot. Um, well, here's what I know, man. Funny robots don't come with normal materials. And if you're not trying to come to my lab, and I don't blame you because if you make a funny robot that can record things, trust they're going to be recording everything you do. And I mean everything you do to that robot.
What if I just stole the crystals?
You can.
Well,
But
gee, I
the
don't
only
know. I
place you
mean,
know that the crystals are at that warehouse.
Right. All right. Well,
well, that's the whole question. What do we do next? Like I said,
Hmm.
I wasn't ready to fight Doc Ock and Shaka that day, but
Yeah.
you still might have to deal with them. Plus, are they done doing what they were doing? Are they going to try to get the kid back? Are they just done with them because they already got what they needed?
uh,
Make an
I don't
intuition.
know, but I think we need to whip up some fucking uh, some special treats for these guys. Now that we know that they're there, we can kind of specialize our attacks.
All right, let's go and see if we can find some surveillance footage of Doc Ock and Shocker.
Robot.
Um.
Oh shit, he's not here. See, this is why we need a new robot.
Yeah.
Okay, while you're waiting for a robot to show up, I'm just going to hop on YouTube.
Yeah. Alright, so what are you. Is there anything in particular that you're searching for? It's like, because there's footage of him, over the years.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if it's like some superhero database we might have access to. We're probably not rubbing enough shoulders to get to see that, but I'd like to check it out. So, either just YouTube, or if you think Winning Edge might have some archives on possible supervillains, um, I don't really know whether or not they would.
They would. They would not have an extensive archive, and what information they do have is probably not going to be accessible to you. It's probably going to be like certain personnel in R&D would have that information to take into account when they design stuff. There is the one way to get that information, but it depends on the information. Is there anything specifically you'd like to find out that I can help you with? Because
Yeah,
if it's something simple, you
but
may not have to go
what
to
I like is
anything
trying to
that.
figure out what some things that could counteract their powers. Like we haven't fought Shocker before, but enough people have fought Shocker where there might be some information that he believes he can take to try to create some type of weaponry to counteract Shocker's powers, or even some type of battle strategy for Doctor Octopus. So what we're basically looking for is some battle footage, and he wants to know if there's anything he can try to whip together in order to fight them. That's what he was talking about with goodies to or treats for them.
Yeah, but there's going to be basic ones like um, some sort of magnet device to stick metal arms together. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really need to know a lot of their powers, just kind of a basic idea of what's happening. I don't mean to whip up like any sort of nullifying beam or anything like that. I'm just gonna Batman the shit out of them.
All right, so here's what we're asking you to rule. We're asking you to rule what you would let us use against them based on what knowledge we're able to scare up. So let's say that they have, let's say Shocker's energy blast is amazing, right? I don't know what it is, but let's say Shocker's energy blast is amazing, but we did enough research, like we passed research with like a yellow or a red, if we would be able to have that column shift on us stop from amazing to, a column shift down or whatever. So it's like their powers are what they are, but if we are able to research high enough, we might be able to counteract them, even if it's just for a round. That's what we're kind of asking you to rule on.
In terms of balance, the way, and this is really quick fix, the way quick fix's abilities are working, it's really throwing these fights out of balance. Because I don't know if you guys have realized this, but the opposing force has not had a chance to hit you guys since the museum. So this game is not balanced properly at all, as is.
So you're saying you have to really reel in the whole inventing thing. That seems to be a recurring thing. Like, yeah, that's where we come back to what we said before, where we kind of have to talk about what you would let him invent, and then kind of leave it with that, because otherwise, inventing could become extremely strong and
Okay.
just make it bypass everything.
I can agree with that. Can I respec my guy then? Like take out the building stuff and take out some of my building talents and change it for something else and just kind of whip something
Yeah,
up.
that might work better, because
Okay.
this has not been a proper game for a long while.
Okay. I didn't realize that that's what was happening, but I don't have a problem with that. I can whip it up because I kind of have an idea in the back of my head, as
Yeah.
along with the magnetic manipulation and stuff. So I can just switch some. I might just switch out all the powers and put something else in.
All right, cool. So you can do that. Because as I've said, these guys have not gotten a turn at all. So on top of that situation now, giving you guys column shifts additionally is insane to me. So I think that would probably be your guys' plan for the night. And you guys will get some rest and so on.
Yeah, that sounds good. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to respec a lot. We're gonna have to get rid of the garage and get something else. The van is going to be different. Can you fly, All Star?
Not yet.
Nah, not
Okay.
yet.
All right. So we'll get there anyway. Worst comes to worst, we'll take fucking a cab. But let me. I should be able to whip something up. Shouldn't be too hard.
All right, regardless if it affects the fight or not, I still want to go and study tape on these guys.
You guys
I'm
would
gonna-
have access to all in-universe information about the Shocker, because the Shocker has been around for a while.
That invites a whole lot of people in this
Yes,
story.
so it's not like some new villain coming on the scene for the first time. Shocker and the Dark Octopus, all these guys have been around for years, so there is no information about them that is off limits to you guys.
Right. So I'm going to study those tapes because
Mm-hmm.
I'm a former pro fighter and I study tapes.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. One of your talents was the whatchamacallit? No, you took a power. As it, I think. All right.
Let me see. Yeah, I was going to drop armor to actually study. I don't know if martial arts B is whatever that is. I don't know what you're talking about right now, man.
All right. I'll look it up and see. Maybe something I can give you guys on it. The Shaka's armor is like 20, I think it is. Let me see. Shocker's armor is, yeah, the Shocker's armor is good, which is 10. So like he's not that much to say ahead of you guys. His health is 52, and you know, with a health of 52 and armor of 10, you guys can take him down. It's not like he's not out of reach. So I have to kind of like be careful. Marvel takes a lot more effort than most games, than most other games I have GM. Okay. So the next day, what we have to deal with will be you will have a meeting with why do I keep forgetting this guy's name? You'll have a meeting with CEO, and right. So that's gonna be the two things we'll do. We'll do the meeting with your CEO, and then in the evening we have quick fixes date slash meeting. Alright, so we'll
Oh
start.
yeah, I meant to tell him about that, but I never did.
Yeah, well, I mean, I assume you would like let him know. Like, how would you tell him?
Well, I mean, I would just say, hey, you know, what's your name going to hold me? And I kind of said that we would go to a thing tomorrow.
Wait, do I have to go with one of her friends?
No, no, I don't think so. No.
Because, you know, if this is a wingman thing, I don't know where we're at on wingman point.
What do you mean? You do whatever fucking needs to be done.
So you're saying that a wingman situation may occur and you need me to act accordingly if it does.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, I don't know if it will occur, but if it does occur, then yeah.
I'm fucking with you, dog. You know I got you.
Oh, you.
Alright, look, I gotta go get my ass kicked and yelled at by my boss about, who knows, not getting you to sign a contract, not getting pictures of Doc Ock, or, I don't know, saving some kid without getting winning edge plastered on the dock. Who knows? You know, that old corporate bullshit. So let me go take
Yeah.
care of that. Then we'll go back and see your nerd friends. And that'll be that.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure what you're going to find when you come back, but rest assured, it will be me.
Oh,
All right, bro. I gotta go get yelled at by the boss.
yeah. So you get into the office, it's early-ish, about 9 or something like that. You don't always have to come into the office, but you know, Justina's told you, well, today they want you to come in. So you go back and it's the same office as before when you spoke to this guy, and The last time we spoke to him, it was the CEO and head of research, was it?
Yeah, his name is. Hold on. I know it's Spanish. I think it's Jesus Guerrera. Well, let's call him Dr. Guerrera for right now.
All right, cool. All right, but he's not there at the moment. The one who is there is someone from the legal department. So
Oh, okay.
So the CEO greets you and he says you will have a seat. And he says, well, there's a couple of concerning things that I wanted to speak to you about. And he says, I realize that the last few days have been pretty busy for you.
Yes, sir. We tried to save a child. We were lucky enough to be fortunate enough to get him out of the clutches of two major villains. Reunite him with his family.
Alright. And he says, well, that's good to know. Our sources have said that the family is very, very happy. And that, it's,
You
we've
got
got,
sources on his family, sir?
he says, we do a lot of market research. That's what the legal person jumps in and just says, we do a lot of market research. And then
I
goes on to-
swallow really hard, a damn near a gulp. Say, yeah, yes, sir.
He says the police department is now seeing us in a much more favorable light. Good work on that. What about these two friends of yours, though? Because that's what's been concerning me. This is the CEO speaking to you again.
Well, sir, I did present them with the contracts just like you asked. Um, I don't know, they're private heroes, private citizens. I wasn't really able to bring them into the fold. I don't know if you want to send the recruitment division over to them or not. But so far, no good.
So the CEO and the legal, he's not a legal aid. He'll be like, uh, legal advisor, senior legal advisor. So the CEO and the senior legal advisor exchange a glance, and the legal advisor says, "Well, actually, we are not sure that would be such a good idea." So he takes out his brief his laptop. Yeah, you guys have had laptops, sorry. So he takes out his laptop and he turns it around and presses a couple buttons, and he shows, and the footage from your suit comes up with Slay throwing the van on the two hired guns in the warehouse, and he says to you, the three of you are looking at the screen and seeing it playing over, and so the legal advisor presses the space bar and pauses, and he says, "That was a crime." And it's one that Winning Edge's representative was present for. Can you explain this?
I have no explanation, sir. Um, Unfortunately, I neglected to remind him that every one of our actions that we took needed to be as safe as possible. And that didn't only include citizens, but the people we were attempting to apprehend. I did have this discussion with him afterwards. Um, it's my hope and belief that we won't need to worry about seeing that from him again. Add to that the fact that after that, he decided not to return with us after we saved the child. So I'm not even certain if we'll be working with him again anyway.
The legal advisor closes the laptop. He makes sure the laptop is off, and he says, "What do you know about your predecessor?"
He moved too fast. He snapped his neck.
The legal advisor says that's not exactly true. It came to our attention that he had been abusing his abilities and abusing his powers in the suit for his own gain. He had started sidestepping the law, which was, we thought at first it was kind of like just supporting the image of living on the edge and being a bad boy and that kind of thing. But then he started being involved in some really shady stuff. It seemed like he was not happy just being the face of Winning Edge, and that he got it into his head that he was above everyone else and deserved to take whatever he wanted. That situation has taken us many, many, many years to live down. And an incident like what has just come to our attention with this robot, we cannot have something like that going to happen again. We can't be anywhere near that. If these friends of yours are not willing to sign the agreements and willing to abide by our restrictions and our quality control, then you are going to be required to cut all ties with them.
Sir, Sir, I respect where you're coming from. I understand the situation and the position I've put you in. I've been in the ring, and I've been in the middle of that fight. You can't imagine how seriously I take life. I hold it to be extremely valuable and very precious. I don't take that responsibility lightly. And if I see that my co-workers or my teammates or friends, whatever you want to call them, are being irresponsible and taking lives so lightly, yes, I will have to sever all ties with them. But on the subject of Slay, I can tell you the last time we did talk to each other, Slay was on his own applying non-lethal weapons and replacing the bullets and everything else that he has. He's taking non-lethal methods the last few fights. Well, that was his first fight, his first time out of the box. I don't know, sir. Perhaps he is programmed for war, but he's learning to live in a world of peace. And I believe that given the right type of support, perhaps even the right type of training, he can become a weapon for peace. But if he can't get the war bot out of him, then I will not sully the name of Winning Edge. I will not sully the name of Kayvon, Osiris. I will not sully the name of All Star.
So there's a long look between the senior legal advisor and the CEO. And the CEO nods, and the legal advisor turns on the laptop again, presses some buttons, and pulls up a video and press play. And the video is of you interrogating this guy and stepping on his balls and so on.
Yeah, kicked the guy in the balls when he wasn't answering questions. Didn't burn him, didn't waterboard him. So quick swift kick to the balls.
The CEO says, "Be very careful, All-Star. Be very, very careful.
Sir, do you believe they
All-Star
can kick
is
the
a
balls over
plan.
there?
All-Star is a plan to further this company, not undermine it.
Sir, do you believe a kick to the balls is unacceptable?
Yes, it is. For All-Star.
If that's your ruling, then I'll abide by it. I won't kick anybody in the balls when I do an interrogation. Um, but if that's the case, I would not mind if you gave me a list of things I'm allowed to do during an interrogation so that I don't sully the image of a company again.
The legal advisor says, our main concern is that you have to be careful not to do anything that can be taken out of context. We have a lot of competitors and a lot of special interest groups and people who would really like to bring our company down. If this ever got out, well, you can imagine how bad it would be.
I thought people get kicked in the ball videos were pretty popular.
Let me put it this way. If Spider-Man did it, what do you think the response would be in the local paper?
If Spider-Man lightly shook the guy's hand, the response would be terrible in the local paper. The local papers hate Spider-Man. Doesn't change the fact that he gets done right and protects the people. The people would know that what he was doing was for the right reasons.
We've worked our asses off here to make sure that the papers see us in the right light and that the people see us in the right light, because that's how we get our products off the shelves. Anything that endangers that is going to be off the program.
I understand what you're saying, sir, but you telling me just to be careful, but not giving me some parameters isn't helpful. You give me parameters, I'll stay within them. But if you're just telling me, go out there, be a good boy, do the right thing, I might not always know what the right thing is, according to you.
According to us, All-Star, the right thing is getting our products sold. We're not actually sending you out there to save lives.
All-Star says nothing.
As far as we're concerned, you are a product.
Is that
Please
how
be
you feel,
mindful
Mr.
of
Drummond?
that. The image.
Is that how you feel as well, Mr. Drummond?
Mr. Drummond is the one who says that. Mr. Drummond says this image, this uniform, the color scheme, the gadgetry, all of it carefully cultivated, developed, tested, and put forward as our face, our image. It's a product in and of itself, and you are the one that carries that out into the public. That's your job.
So you're saying I'm a billboard, and during my smoke breaks, if I save some lives, fine, right?
As long as it increases our popularity, yes.
Understood. Am I dismissed?
Very well then. Mr. All-Star, please get back to us as soon as you can with regards to those contracts. We will need to know one way or the other if these friends of yours will step in line.
I don't think they're going to sign, sir. They won't sign, but they will fall in line.
The legal advisor says, we will be in touch. And Mr. Drummond says, that will be all.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, so you are free to go. Do you meet up
All
with
right.
Quick Fix?
Yeah. So before I go, I'm
Mhm.
going to go and hit the gym hard as hell, build up a huge sweat, punch the fuck out of the boxing bag,
Yeah.
all my frustrations, and I'm just gonna stare at myself in the mirror for a long time. While the steam builds up, I'm just gonna draw my little all-star mask over my face.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna wipe the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Can't believe this shit. Fucking billboard? Me? I used to be champion of the world. Champion of the world all over the world. Boxing, kickboxing, MMA, and now I'm a billboard. They tell me who I can save, who I can't save, how I can't save them.
Do you say all this to Quick Fix when you see him?
No, I'm saying this to myself
Yeah.
since I'm all bullshit.
This has been your first look at what the priorities of winning Edge are not, and it's kind of like uh, later on you'll begin to see what their priorities really are.
And the most fucked up part is, I'm exactly what they called me when I first hit the scene.
Yeah.
They call me a corporate superhero. Is that what the fuck I am? God damn it. Alright, I better go see what Quicks is up to.
All right. So Quicks would probably be like, where would you be, Quicks? You'd be at home in your shop.
Yeah, I'd still be in my shop going through my fucking midlife crisis.
Yeah. All right. So all star finds you there.
I'm just looking for one more power, and then I think I'll be done. I
Yeah.
just have to put in like change some stats around.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
So yeah, buddy, what's going on?
You ever have everybody tell you that you were in a fucked up situation? You told them you were cool, and then you realize, oh yeah, I'm in a fucked up situation?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much all the time.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm at right now. So basically, what the message they gave me is, I'm a goddamn billboard, and I'm supposed to shine the way they want me to shine. They called me to the table. Of course, they're pissed off about Slade throwing a van at some guys, understandably. They're pissed off because I kicked a dude in the balls. They're mad because you farted in a guy's face, and all this other bullshit. And at first, I'm thinking, like, oh, okay, are they worried about torture or anything? I'm like, I'm trying to save lives. You know what they said to us? They said they don't give a damn about saving lives. All they care about is moving products. And that's when it hit me. I wear this suit and I work with them because working with them is what keeps my disease at bay. It's what keeps me alive. And while I'm alive, I can also have enough powers to actually try to make a difference in the world. I leave them. I don't know, man. I leave them. I might be dead in a fucking month, 2 months, maybe a year. No way to tell. But I'll probably be dead soon. But staying with them is also killing me because right now it's don't kick a guy in the balls. Next time it's you save that old lady, but that old lady belongs to a militant group, and by saving her, it looks like our company supports that group. Pretty soon they're going to be telling me who I'm allowed to save. They're already trying to tell me who I'm allowed to team with. I've been looking at this the wrong way. I haven't been looking at how to actually get rid of disease. I've just been looking at the symptoms, looking at treatment, the short term thing. Me putting my lives in their hands. Now I'm starting to see where that price might come up. I don't know. If these guys end up turning like evil or whatever, not that that could happen. if these guys did turn like evil, or whatever, what am I gonna do when they tell me not only am I not allowed to save somebody, but I gotta take somebody out? It's a
Well,
fool.
I mean, the question is, can you keep the suit?
That's a good
That's what it
question.
really comes down to, isn't it?
I
I'll
mean,
be
we're
right
talking
back.
about legally or physically. I mean, if I try to keep it and they own it, I'll be on the run for a whole long time. Remember them old things where that dude turned into a monster, and then every day he'd have to walk, go down the street, hitchhike, and he had the little backpack. You remember the star Bill Bixby? Anyway, that's the life I'm gonna end up leading, and maybe that's what I have to do. You got any way to check this thing to see if it has any, I don't know, fail-safe programs, ways to turn off? I mean, I know there's a whole lot to look at, but what can you see?
No, I think he'll be back in a moment.
I don't know if it was me, I probably would have put in some fail-safes, but I don't know.
You are aware that they can access the record of this conversation if they want.
Oh, right, right. So I probably wouldn't ask him to do that just yet. I probably have to figure out a way to look at the suit to see what the fail-safes are while not completely tipping everybody off.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
yeah. So like after the previous guy went rogue, that's the reason for the round the clock surveillance and data stream and that sort of thing. It's like he wasn't lying. They did do a lot of work to scrub the PR record of the previous guy and make all stuff viable again. And but they're paranoid now. It's like they realize that full control is the only logical option. So anything you say can and will be used against you. Anything you say, anything you do, anywhere you go, any people you save.
Well, little quicks. You know what, man? I'm just venting. Bad meeting with the boss. I wink at I completely close one eye like I'm winking at Quick Fix. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Be a good employee and do what they say. Like I did say, they did save my life. I'll be dead without them. I guess that means I owe my loyalty, those are my loyalty. They're not gonna steer me the wrong way. And they're never gonna tell me not to save somebody that needs to be saved. Because saving people always puts winning edge in a good light, right?
That's right. I mean, the job is what you make it, really, no matter what they say. You're the one who's doing it. You're the one who decides why you're doing it, not them.
And the fact of the matter is, regardless of everything else, this is an opportunity. This is a power, and I can use it to make the world better. And if making the world better also means making winning edge better, and making winning edge better makes the world better, then that ain't so bad.
Right.
All right, man. Good talk. You ready to go meet your nerd friends, girls? What's this other girl's name? One I gotta
Uh,
hang out with.
I don't even know. There's a bunch of them.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of girls or there's a bunch of nerds?
Both? Maybe they're the same. I don't know.
Wait, are you sure about this? Because wingmaning one of a nerd girl is one thing, but me wingmaning and taking on the other three guys and asking them answering a whole bunch of questions about Doctor Who and the properties of lightsabers is a completely different subject.
Yeah, but I mean, just smile and nod and tell them what they want to hear, and just leave. Tell her how awesome I am and all that kind of shit. It'll be cool.
Yeah, man, that's not a problem. The problem comes if I get down there and one of those nerds is a Matt Smith fan, and then I got to tell them why David Tennant's better, and then they're going to get all pissed off with me.
So don't do that.
Yeah, but what if I really tell them that if I'm being for real, then the whole popularity all comes down to Tom Baker?
You're supposed to be a wingman here. You're gonna eat shit if they want you to.
You know what? Normally I would say I got you on that, except I know that you may in fact have a bag of crispy barbecue shit.
You can't barbecue shit, my friend. You can only boil it.
Just gonna go get us some fried cow chips. I know you.
So, how do you guys pick up Yoko?
And we got the van again, right? I guess we're just gonna go hop in the van and
Yeah.
head over to Nerd Central.
Yeah, I was wondering like whether you would take the All Star van or whether you would take Mike's van or like
Yeah, my van's gonna be a much different van
yeah,
by the time I get to it.
as long as it's a van.
All right, in that case, I'll drive this time
Yeah.
and pull us up over there. It'll be a fancier car anyway.
Yeah. So you guys pull up to her place. She's got an apartment. Obviously not as nice as Joe Nadine's apartment, but it's not too bad. She does work for an edge, and she's pretty smart. She's kind of high up in the department. So you guys pick her up, and she's dressed, casually, just normal. And so she gives you directions, and it is on the same university campus where you guys met the doctor previously. So they'll have like a spare conference room or something that they would meet in. So she ushers you guys in, and there's like a crowd of people there. There's students, there's a couple of professors, there's like Mountain Dew and potato chips and and math papers and that sort of stuff. And yes, of course, there's conversation about Jodie Whittaker and so on and so forth. And like one of the guys has done an ASCII rendition of her, and it's there's like a Star Trek group in the corner and that kind of thing. So the main the professor you guys met the last time, he walks up and he greets you guys warmly and it's really good, really glad to see you guys. Where is he? Oh, yeah, and he asks about Slay. He says like, where's the robot guy?
Oh, he All Star. Did you not tell him about the party?
Oh yeah, he's on patrol, we believe.
And he says, well, no doubt you guys will be able to fill him in when you see him again. This is some really exciting stuff. So he begins like gathering everybody together, and they dim the lights, and they get a projector going. And so Yoko sits next to you, Mike, and she grabs your hand and squeezes your hand in excitement, and you can see that she's grinning ear to ear. So
I squeeze it back with a big stupid grin on my face.
yeah. So the first slide is of the first bit of information that you guys got out of Slay. The alphanumeric characters, everything. And he explains, well, it was a normal modem handshake of a home system reaching out to a remote system, which is what it looked like at first. But then the next slide is a portion that's zoomed in, showing like key sections of the code that act as signatures, and he says, well, like here, however, is where our esteemed doctor so and so, and he points to the professor, was able to isolate the signature patterns of this, and lo and behold, it was a first confirmed communication from Celeste. So yes, the rumors are true. Celeste does exist. And Celeste is real, and everybody cheers, and it's like there's this huge buzz of conversation, and so he says, settle down, we have a lot more to go through. And he says, we've heard unconfirmed reports of communications exactly like this being recorded around the area. Now, we've not been able to confirm any of those reports so far, except, and he smiles proudly and kind of gestures with open arms as the slide changes, except for last night. And so he shows you a slide of a printout, and there's like a timestamp on the top, and the timestamp on the top is exactly the same time when Slay gave that weird message on his face and stopped responding. He goes through. Now he's been talking all this time about like code related stuff, if or and loop, the protocol stack used, variations in the transmission protocol, that kind of thing. Most of it goes over, well, it'll probably go over All-Star's head. Quick Fix will catch some of it, that kind of thing. But basically it says that it's confirmed that this was definitely Celeste, and that it was sending a wake on LAN signal, which is computer speak for, it's a signal that's meant to establish communication with a remote device and wake it up. And the guy explains that this communication was a lot larger. It was basically like a 404 error attack. This thing was trying to force the device to wake up, and because of that, because there's so much more communication, they were able to record and track it properly. So it is definitely Celeste, confirmed. Again, it is using military protocols. Not just military, but top secret defense protocols as well. It is an activation signal meant to activate something, and there are a lot of override commands and so on listed in the code from what they could tell. And so he says that Celeste is reaching out and trying to do something. Now there's a buzz of conversation in your room, and like Yoko's asking you like, what do you think it means? And it's like, do you think they're activating a protocol, or is this like standard maintenance? What do you think, Quick Fix?
Well, I don't know. Let me think of it as a little bit more. What do you guys think?
So the guy settles everybody down and says, all right. Now, there's more. Up to this point, most of you have been up to speed so far. Now that was at 3:10 a.m. previous morning. As a little bit later, as we continued to trace the signal, we were able to get a triangulation. And we realized that these signals are being dispersed in a very narrow band around the bay. So whatever Celeste is doing is definitely centered around the bay, and we believe it has something to do with the naval operations going on out there. Now at this it goes silent because This is like the first indication to this group that yes, they are probably poking into something that they're not allowed to do, to poke into. So,
Guys, let me ask you a question.
mm-hmm, yeah.
You've been real busy trying to backtrack this, right?
And he says, yes, it's been like, the great myth. It's like finding the golden fleece.
So I gotta ask, you put just as much time in making sure you weren't getting backtracked? I mean, if this Celeste could cover her tracks for this long, she ain't peeking her head out just so she can have a whole bunch of people, like 1,000 people, show up on her doorstep asking her for tips on how to program the VCRs, right?
He says, well, so far, because of the fact that it doesn't use conventional communication methods, we have had to build special equipment in order to intercept transmissions. So it's not been directly connected, our efforts have not been directly connected to any of our computer networks. It's mostly been homemade rigs we've set up on the shore and aimed it in different directions, trying to get stray signals from time to time. These extrapolations here still have not been fully decoded. This is the second level of encryption that we've gotten through, and we can only recognize certain patterns because they repeat, but we don't know fully exactly what it means. In terms of Celeste tracing us back, he kind of he says this seriously to the group. He says, yes, we are fully aware that Celeste is capable of tracing us back. Celeste, as you all may know, is thought to be the most powerful supercomputer ever designed, far ahead of every other computer system, not just in terms of speed, but in terms of generation. This is the kind of computer our great grandkids will still admire. He says, we think, however, and he shows you up another section of the code. We think, however, that Celeste is not being as careful as it used to. We think something went wrong. We think she's trying to get in contact with something she lost.
We good, Quicks?
What do you think, buddy?
I don't know, man. Like I said, this whole thing's coming together real simple. I mean, first off, Slay goes on patrol, as you know, around the same time as all this message comes through. Could be a connection.
Yeah, so the slideshow does end, and you guys can basically let's just socialize now. You can probably leave once you meet everyone and shake hands and stuff. The nerds who you met when the last time you came here, one of them is here as well. So he asks you how the launcher has been going and that kind of thing. So other than that, it's pretty normal nerd party stuff.
You said there was a Star Trek group, right?
Yeah.
Would they happen to be arguing between Kirk and Picard?
Oh yeah, always.
So I walk up to that group, right?
Yeah.
And I say, Jake motherfucking Sisko.
And he says, "Oh come on, Cisco really screwed the Prime Directive when he made that ship, didn't he?"
Cisco and the Prime Directive got Earth half blown up. Kirk and Picard. Cisco actually saved the whole goddamn galaxy while your boys are sitting there giving speeches and fucking green chicks. The fuck ever, man. Cisco kept shit together when shit needed to get kept together. When somebody needed to lay that pimp hand down, that was Cisco, baby. So y'all take your Kirks, y'all take your Picards, y'all take your little shiny little happy little world where everybody gets along. I'm down with Cisco. I'm out.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys, oh, this one is a girl. Yeah, she says, well, yes, he did. You know, he did do all of that. He did save the earth and so on. But I think what the captains stand for is is um is more important to me in terms of my choice of my favorite captain. I mean, Kirk was about being brave enough and being strong enough. Captain Picard, Captain Cisco was about being decisive enough. But Captain Picard was a bit about being proficient enough, being good at it enough that you didn't have to resort to those things.
Oh, and I understand that, and I respect that. I'm not dissing Picard at all. All I'm saying is that sometimes you get to make those speeches, you get to say your thing, and then you get to fly away. You don't have to deal with the repercussions and the ramifications of the decisions you just made. And a lot of times when Picard had to go and make those decisions, he got to fly away, never to see or deal with those aliens again. But when Cisco had to make a decision, he didn't get to go the next day and not have to see what his decision did to the Kardashians for another month or another year. It was right there in his face the next week. So every time he made repercussions for Bajorans, he had Cardassians on his ass talking about, oh, well, how was that fair? So he, by himself in the middle of nowhere, was trying to uphold peace, uphold what the Federation is all about. And he had to go and do all of these things by himself with precious little help from the Federation.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
if he made a mistake or if he made the right decision, no matter what, he still had to deal with that the next day. It was in his face the next day. You coupled all that with just the old little internal struggles of trying to make sure that the Maquis didn't go off the handle. Cisco had a whole lot of stuff on his plate, and he handled it like a man before he was even a captain. And when he became a captain, you know, made peace with the Romulans, made peace with the Klingons, and got them back on the right track. Now, I'm not saying that Picard couldn't have done that too. Obviously, he could have. But I'm saying that don't be so quick to look at the two captains who got to fly around and do their thing their way every day and never look back, and then just skip over a man who had to live with the consequences all the time.
yeah. Well, she brings up the what is it, Eureka Maru?
Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah,
Oh, damn, we're taking this to a whole other level. We got to stop.
she brings up the Kobayashi Maru, and she says that Captain Picard impact on the known universe is a lasting thing, and it's not something that he flies away from. His standing with the Klingons is just one example of that, in the sense that he has made a lasting impression on his people, and he's consistently connected with them, and his impact on them is something that is consistent from meeting to meeting. It's not something that he flies away from.
You're right. That's fair.
But anyway, but she does end by saying that you are right, that Cisco had to make a lot of tough calls because he was in a situation where the the strength and support of the Federation was not always there for him to lean back on. She says what she often wonders about, though, is that the times when Cisco made decisions that were against the Federation, she wonders, not wonders, she's pretty certain that the distance between himself and the known Federation support base, she knows that exacerbated the situation, that it made it much more of a dire situation where he was kind of forced to make hard calls. And she says that once you are so far removed from that organization, that is supposed to support you and guide you accordingly, then what's really left is the decisions that you make as a person. And seeing that Cisco made some decisions that that were worse than what the prime directive and so on would have him make, does it then make an argument that without the organization, Cisco was not as good as he could have been?
Well, that brings us to the main question. The prime directive, the main point of it is making sure that we don't destroy lives every time that we go and we bring our big shiny ships over to them and lead people down a path that wasn't supposed to be their path. And of course, I understand that and I respect that. But the other thing of it is just because some government on some planet or in some city says it's right doesn't make them infallible. No one's infallible. And we all got to deal with our decisions. So the Federation, they're not gods. They're people. And just as easily corrupted, just as impure as anyone else. So whether or not everything's pristine and perfect, when you get down to it, sometimes it comes down to survival and getting the job done. And then worried about sweeping up afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you can't sweep up a corpse. Or a corpse is going to sweep.
Yeah, they toast you. With their Mountain Dew paper cups, and it's like, they ask you to sign autographs and things, because they agree with that last part. That it does come down to the captain, and if the captain is not a good one, then it's everyone else under him is screwed, because they have seen bad captains.
Oh, yeah. Look, guys, I appreciate it. This has been a good talk. You guys can always text me and hit me up later. But if we start talking about Janeway, we're going to be here a really long time. And I think Quick Fix has some stuff to do.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys head out. Quick Fix, Yoko is really, really glad that you came. And she gives you a hug. She says she's going to stay back because she does want to work on a couple of the research projects she's been tinkering with. She does make a sideways mention also that one of the side projects she's been tinkering with is an improvement on the formula that Win and Edge has been giving you. It's something she's been tinkering with in her spare time. But it's early days. She doesn't have anything yet, but she just does kind of mention that she's been cooking up something better for you. So she says she's gonna stick around and work on it, and she says to Quick Fix, well, message you later.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah. So she does give you a hug, and I think that's pretty much. You guys are free to head on out.
Okay. Lead on, buddy. I'm almost done remaking my guy.
Yeah. Alright, so it is night. And I think I need to put in some stuff here to lead you guys forward. Which would be some things did change, by the way. Because of these things. So just 1 second. I need to Oh, okay, right. Quick Fix. We're going to end in your garage with this scene. So it's like you're going to be making some adjustments and so on, and making some calculations on your computer. And on your computer screen, a bit of code is going to activate. And you're going to see some code running across. And it's going to be a message. And the message is going to be in the same format. You can tell it's from Slay.
Okay.
Alright, and it just shows you a video feed from Slay, and he's looking down into the platform area, where the platform is in the down position. He's looking down there, and in the corner of the video feed, because of the angle he's at, you can barely see something that looks like a suspension chamber. And there's something in it.
Okay.
There's some meteor rocks on the side in the corner. There's still the cart, and the cart is there. It has been it has like some meteor rocks remain. The chest is not there, and the people who are in the building, Gokok and Shock and so on, they're not there anymore. They are gone.
Okay. I have to call it here because I really have to go.
Yeah. This is the last thing. So that's what we're gonna end on, and we'll pick up with that next session.
Okay. I just finished my guy except for contacts. I haven't really looked too far into that, but have a look at it. I haven't changed too much.
Yeah.
I just introduced some powers at the same power ranks that I already had.
Yeah, that's good. Right. Alright, cool. So, I wasn't expecting you guys to get out of that warehouse so fast, because you missed a lot of stuff in there. So, we'll see how that information comes to you otherwise.
Well, I plan on going back like next session.
Yeah.
You know, we got my new guy already, and I think we'll have to redo the apartment, redo the garage into a house or something like that,
Yeah.
or something along those lines. But yeah, I think we should go down there because check it out anyway. They're probably not going to be there, and even if they are, I think with my new character, I have a lot more offensive power.
Yeah. Alright, so that sounds good. Alright, so we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up next week. Onyx, what's the plan for tomorrow?
As far as I know, we're playing tomorrow. There shouldn't be anything else that comes up. If it does, I'll let you guys know.
Alright.
But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to tomorrow. But
Alright.
yeah, we'll pick up the information some other way.
Alright.
I just feel like figuring out the information while being tied up by Shocker and Dr. Optimus.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll see where this leads.
All right. See you later, guys.
Alright,
Later.
later.